Welcome, guys. We're back and we're pulling a double duty tonight, as we will every single Friday whenever SmackDown and AEW Rampage are live back to back. It's fun, isn't it? It's really fun. And we're back here. We're watching Rampage. It looks like a promising show. We were earlier talking about Finn Balor pulling a double duty, Big E sort of pulling a double duty on SmackDown, and here we are pulling a double duty for you guys, and it is so much fun. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, this is our YouTube channel right here, youtube.com/wrestlingnews. You've got to subscribe. There is no better wrestling news channel on Instagram, and now, soon to be, on YouTube. We've got a lot of AEW stuff going on here, of course, on Rampage, and in the background here. So pay good attention to the background here. See what's going on here, because you're going to be seeing a lot of cryptic messages, a lot of stuff in the background that you should keep an eye out for, because they definitely send a message. If you see anything here around here in the background sending a message, let us know. We'd love to hear your opinion. Alright, so we're watching AEW Rampage right now. Matt Hardy is there looking as good as he always does in a suit. And people are excited. I see a lot of fans in CM Punk shirts expecting Punk to show up tonight. What a match. What a show, actually. It's a 1-hour show, but the energy that the fans have for the show every single week is just unmatched. Wow, people are always excited. I feel like the fact that CM Punk made his AEW debut on Rampage, just elevated the stature of this show, that people look forward to Rampage just as much as they look forward to Dynamite every single week. It's fantastic what they've done with the show, actually, and how they promoted it. Actually, I've got to say this, but the graphics and the creatives that they have for Rampage, I like it a lot better than I like Dynamite. I feel like Dynamite can, at times be a little too colory, a little too flashy, too many colors, whatnot. But I feel like Rampage has this very sleek creative behind it, a very good designing. Graphics are on point. I like Dynamite's graphics a lot more, actually. So we're getting some commercials while we're seeing this match right now. I'm seeing a Liberty Mutual Insurance. Interesting. I remember the last time we had some controversy with one of the commercials was when an AEW star used a pizza cutter on somebody's head. I'm not going to name the stars because I don't want to bring up some old stuff. But yeah, somebody used a pizza cutter on somebody, and of course we switched on to a Pizza Hut commercial, I believe, which did not send a very good message, and they were not very happy with the AEW for placing the ad in such a position. Yeah, but anyways, now we're seeing the advertisement for the reality show that is on Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes and whatnot. Total Rhodes, I guess I can call it. We're seeing the commercial for it, and this series is going to premiere in just a few days on September 29th. And we're back watching this match. The people definitely look very excited. They're behind this match. Fans are excited. We're going to be hearing from Britt Baker later tonight. Also something to look forward to for sure. I don't know about you guys, but I already feel like the action that we have seen in just these 4 or 5 minutes of AEW Rampage, I'm not being biased right now. I'll tell you this. I have been a long-time critic of AEW for the longest time. Even back when people loved AEW and everything they did, I used to criticize the product a lot. So I'm not being biased, but I've got to say this. When I'm saying this, I'm sincere about it. I feel like the action that we have seen in these 5 minutes of AEW Rampage is better than what we've seen on SmackDown just these past 2 hours. I feel like AEW Rampage's action is already much better than that. We're still at it, KJ. You're right. We are still at it. Very excited. So excited about Rampage because I really want to hear from Britt Baker and see what she has in store for us. She looks like a promising promo. Wow. Wow. First, that was a mistake. He's gonna tag himself in. Butcher is in, and he's called the Butcher for a reason, and it's very well suited name for sure. Butcher, butching. He's gonna pin. He's gonna pick up the win. It's gonna happen. 1, 2, and all right, a kick out. Butcher is definitely not happy. He tags his partner in now, and let's see. I don't know if it was very wise for Butcher to tag him in right now because Butcher was fresh. I think he would have done a decent job, taking control of this match by himself. His partner, on the other hand, was already fatigued, was already feeling the action that he had, experienced beforehand. But, alright, yeah. This match is going to go on a little longer. Of course, we just have an hour on the clock. Already about 8 minutes into the show. Butcher back inside the ring. Butcher butching, as always, going for the pin. 1, 2, and it's going to be a kick out. Yes, he did kick out. Butcher definitely not happy. Repenta is looking for the tag. He's in. I don't think Butcher did realize it. Yeah, he did realize that he's tagged his partner inside. But still. Wait, alright, so I don't think that... So Penta's mask has been tied to the middle rope, basically just chaining him to the rope so he cannot move. He can't save his partner. They're double teaming against him. How is this even legal? Why is the referee not saying anything about it? The referee seems to have no problem whatsoever. Why is this not over yet? Why is the referee not counting till 5? This is a little weird. I don't know how this is even happening. Oh, the mask is off. Wow, he got the mask off. Penta got the mask off, covering his face with the kick, and Penta's team picks up the win. Wow. This is dedication. This is true dedication. He's still covering his face. Private Party is ambushing them now, but Penta still has his hands on his face. He's not removing his hands. Gotta respect him for that. Gotta respect him for keeping the culture alive. What does it feel like? They're gonna tear the Mask of Rey as well. Oh, they wouldn't be able to because they've got friends. They've got some allies in there for the rescue. And Private Party is getting out of the ring. Wow. Speaking of AEW, since we're watching AEW right now, an AEW regular, the very famous, very well respected Amber Noah is going to be joining us on the Wrassing show very, very soon. And she's going to be here to celebrate 1 year of Wrassing show with us very soon. More details on that will be shared with you shortly. And of course, we're going to be seeing Anna Jay in action up next. Anna Jay versus the Bunny. Of course, it's going to be a great match. And another reason why I'm enjoying this show, AEW Rampage, a lot more than I did enjoy SmackDown, because I'm seeing some great commercials. I'm seeing commercials from Popeye. I'm seeing some good commercials as opposed to the Extreme Rules commercial, which had nothing extreme about it, by the way. So I'm definitely enjoying the commercials a lot more. The action on this show has already been better than we saw in the past 2 hours of SmackDown. So good commercials, better action. This show gets the win already in my books. Wow. So this is another very interesting thing. Progressive sponsored SmackDown. Progressive ad is running for AEW Dynamite 2. So Progressive definitely putting in some money there. getting that wrestling fan base involved in their company, attracting that fan base. That's interesting. So we're seeing an advert for the season finale of Titans on TNT, and that reminds me, there was a rumor going on that Joker has actually been uh, Joker 2 is in production actually, and it's very interesting. You know, a lot of people saying that Joker should not have a sequel. It is good the way it is. The first movie was perfect. Why even risk it with a sequel? I don't know about that, but I would enjoy a second Joker film because I trust the director, I trust the cast. I feel like they're gonna deliver once again. And the fact that they did not milk the cow with Joker merch, it really makes me respect them a lot more. So yeah.
Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
So we're going to be seeing Anna Jay versus the Bunny once AEW Rampage is back from the commercial break. And speaking of the Bunny, we can see a little bunny here in the background as well. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's there and it's watching you. And you know what that means. You know what that means. I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm not going to add any more fuel to the fire. But you know what that means. Halloween can't come any sooner. Wow, these commercials between AEW Rampage are really getting me hungry because we're seeing commercials from chicken wings. We've already seen two of them. Now we're seeing commercial for pizza. The next time I'm watching AEW Rampage, I'm having some food here to eat during the watch along because it looks delicious. And now we're getting a promotional package for next week's AEW Dynamite Grand Slam edition. This is looking to be a very promising show. I mean, just the fact that we're going to be seeing Kenny Omega versus the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan, is enough for us to tune in. And that match is going to take place on Rampage. And now, up next, we're going to be hearing from Kenny Omega and Daniel Bryan as they talk about their match and come face to face. Alright, so they're not coming face to face actually. It's a pre-recorded promo from both Kenny Omega as well as Daniel Bryan. They're not actually coming to the ring. It's a pre-recorded promotional package from them. It's understandable. It's a 1 hour show. You can only fit in so much into a 1 hour show. So, it's understandable. It's understandable. So, Bryan Danielson says that he's here to show his true self. Basically saying that Daniel Bryan was not his ultimate self, it was not his 100%. He's here in AEW to show who the true Bryan Danielson is. So quite a statement right there. Interesting. Alright, so here she is. The bunny is here. I mean, you talk about AEW's women division, and this is something that AEW fans have complained about for a long time. They say that AEW's women division isn't that strong. But if you look at the women that they have, I mean, look at the bunny. Look at Nyla Rose. Look at all these people that they have. Look at Britt Baker. They have some great female talent on the roster. And on top of that, on Dark, we see some great talent as well, such as, Amber Noah herself. I mean, they've got some great, great talent. So AEW is definitely flourishing when it comes to their women's division as well. Not bad at all. And Anna Jay is here. She's here to make a statement as well. And they're not going to wait until Anna Jay enters the ring. They're not going to wait until the bell goes off. They are here to brawl. They're here to fight. And of course, as I said earlier, it's a 1 hour show. You got to rush it. And they're rushing it. And I can't blame them for it. We're here for some action. And action we are getting.
Bunny kind of creeps me out, though, with that vacant stare, the screaming. Just a touch. Reminds me of Baby from House of a Thousand Corpses, but right now,
Anna Jay is in control of the match right now. The bunny is being bunnied around the ring. If I could give my early predictions for this match, I see Anna Jay winning. I do see her winning this match. I see her taking the win. Although I would have loved for the bunny to win. I do see Anna Jay picking up the win in this match tonight.
right now, Anna Jay in control of the Bunny, but she's got to try to keep on doing that. Watch it. Bunny bailing out. We saw the Bunny trying to collect some allies ahead of the Brazil Battle Royale and All Out first. Ty Conti. Ty was less than receptive.
Talk about pulling double duties though. Matt Hardy was here for the first match. Matt Hardy is here for the second match. I mean, tonight is all about double duties. We're not the only ones who are doing it. Matt Hardy's doing it. It's great.
Talked about the injured shoulder. Smart. I think that's very smart and well calculated.
By the way, Brian Cage's wife, Brian Cage, the AEW superstar, former TNT champion, his wife is not happy with the way he has been booked on the show. And she took to Twitter to voice her concerns and to let the AEW executives and to let the AEW fan base know that Brian Cage is being underutilized. And I don't know about the AEW executives and how they reacted to this whole thing, but if I was in charge of AEW, if I was in the creative, or if I was, one of the people back there backstage, I would not be too happy about it because I feel like Brian Cage was pushed well. They did give him enough spotlight for fans to recognize him, appreciate his talent, his raw strength. Yes, he has been off the radar lately, but they are adding a lot more superstars into the mix. And to stand out, you really have to stand up and you really have to show yourself. I mean, even in the WWE, it's not something that they hand to you anymore. You really have to show them why not somebody else. And if Brian Cage hasn't been able to do that, of course he's not getting booked the way that his wife or anybody expects them to be booked like. So yeah, so I feel like there is something missing on somebody's end. That can be worked on. It can be worked on for sure. And for those of us who are watching right now, since we're in the commercial break, I would like to let you know again that for starting tonight, we are doing live review shows right after our watch along. So as soon as our watch along goes off the air, KJ White will be on live with his breakdown show where he's going to be breaking down those shows that we just watched, and he's going to be telling us all about it, the results, the reviews, giving his honest, unbiased opinion on every single show. So make sure to tune in to KJ White's breakdown show right after this one.
You have 100 days to change your mind. That's the works difference. KJ White.
Lots of commercial breaks. Another Papa John's pizza. So wow, in WWE, I was not happy, with their Extreme Rules commercial breaks, and with AEW, I gotta watch Papa John's. I can't watch it without feeling hungry, so I better not watch it. I better look the other side because these Papa John's commercials are getting out of hand. Feeling a bit hungry watching all these pizza commercials, if you know what I mean. So we've been doing this for about 19 minutes. The show has been on for about 22 minutes now, and it's been a fun show. It's been a decent show with good wrestling. No complaints there. What we have seen so far, yes, KJ says, yes, he's going to be doing the review of these shows, SmackDown and AEW Rampage, right after this show, so definitely tune in. So, what I was saying was, we saw some great stuff on AEW Rampage already. We've seen, the tag team match to kick off the show. Then we saw a little hype video with Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega. Of course, it was pre-recorded. And now we saw the Bunny match. It was great as well, and it's a good show so far. I mean, no complaints there. We're seeing it. I expect there to be a few more commercials, but it's a promising show so far. Looks good. And it's already better, as I said earlier, better in terms of action. If you would like to compare it to SmackDown, better in terms of actions for sure. And tomorrow is, of course, Batman Day, as we just saw in the commercial. Tomorrow, September 18th, is Batman Day. So let us know, how do you celebrate this day? What do you do on Batman Day? Do you dress up as Batman? Do you watch Batman films all day long? How do you celebrate this day of the legendary superhero like no other, Batman? Alright, we're back from the commercial break. Anna Jay in action, Bunny in action. Both of them are down right now, both of them getting up to their feet. Anna Jay still dominating the match. Bunny also trying to get back. Okay, it looks like she's in control now. Yeah, she's pushing Anna Jay around, lifted her up on her shoulders. Anna Jay with the reversal, kick to the back of the knee. Anna Jay running, trying to kick her. Alright, she puts Bunny down. Anna Jay tries to cover her. The pin, 1, 2, and alright. Wow, she kicked out. It looked like she was not going to be able to, but the Bunny did manage to kick out. Anna Jay, it's visible that she is in some kind of pain. There's something going on with the shoulder. She's not in a great shape right now. Bunny, on the other hand, just looks exhausted. She's trying to get up, but Anna Jay certainly is in a lot of pain. Alright, with arm around her neck. Bunny with the reversal with a sleeper hold. Or Anna with the dangerous J kick with the distraction. Tainara Conti with the save. Anna Jay goes for the roll-up pin and she pins her. As I said, my prediction is correct. Anna Jay picks up the win. She pins the Bunny and picks up the win. The Bunny cannot believe it, but Anna Jay did win and she deserved to, despite of being in such great pain. Okay, the Bunny is not taking this loss very lightly. She's attacking Anna Jay. Tainara Conti with the save. Shoved her to the corner with the punches, landing the punches. Now, Tainara Conti has some resistance as the Bunny's own friend is here. And what is she pulling out of her pocket? Pulling out knuckles. She's trying to destroy her face. Alright, with the punch with the knuckles on to Tainara Conti's face. The blonde's now looking over at Anna Jay. Oh my gosh, a punch with the knuckles to the face of Anna Jay, and the Bunny cannot hold back her laughter. She's enjoying every bit of it, and so is her friend. They're loving it. And even though Anna Jay won, the Bunny's music plays as they leave the ring with their opponents down on the mat. That is why she is the Bunny, and that is why she is one of the top AEW stars at the moment. And now we're looking back at Wednesday's AEW Dynamite, where CM Punk was ambushed by Taz's friends, by Taz's handpicked superstars. And we're going to be seeing a great match with this young and up-and-coming superstar and CM Punk next week. It's gonna be a good match for sure. And we're gonna be hearing from CM Punk about 48 hours before that match takes place at next week's Rampage. We're gonna be hearing from him on Dynamite. It's gonna be a very promising match for sure. And if you thought Matt Hardy was done after the double duty, he's been all over the show. I mean, he was here for the first match, he was here for the second match, and now he's here after the second match in the middle of the ring, and he's being interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Let's see what he has to say.
that tag next week. I am not in a very good mood right now, and I'll tell you someone who's really pissing me off. That's this Orange Cassidy lookalike sitting here.
This is what AEW is all about. They're about the fan interaction. Now, Matt Hardy is cutting a promo and he says that he's really pissed off by the Orange Cassidy lookalike in the audience. And this is what AEW is about. This is the beauty of All Elite Wrestling. They're trying to build this connection with the fans, which is something that WWE is missing to some extent. And Matt Hardy is actually here ambushing that fan.
This fan into the ring. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jack Evans.
Now this is something that the fan is going to remember for the rest of his life. And the AEW fans were, definitely enjoying this. Because which other promotion gives the fans such a spotlight as AEW does? Great. Fantastic.
What is Jack Evans doing? He's got
Matt Hardy's got scissors, and what does he plan on doing with the scissors? It looks like he's going to cut off his ponytail. Is the fan going to allow for it to happen? It's actually oh my god. He did cut his ponytail off. Now that is a very dedicated fan right there. Wait. He's gonna shave. Oh my gosh. This is getting out of hands here. This kind of reminds me of CM Punk, what he did with the Straight Edge Society back in the day. It kind of reminds me of that. Is Matt Hardy trying to bring back the Straight Edge Society now that CM Punk is here? Imagine Matt Hardy and CM Punk getting together to bring back the Straight Edge Society. Now that would be something interesting. And Orange Cassidy is here, trying to save his fan. A little too late because the fan has already lost half his hair, his ponytail as well. But nevertheless, Orange Cassidy is here. He's running into the ring. And Matt Hardy and his friend have escaped. They have stepped away from the ring. The ponytail in Matt Hardy's hand. Orange Cassidy is not happy. He took off his sunglasses. He's not happy.
All Elite Wrestling.
He puts on his sunglasses back on. I wonder if he's going to help his fan up or if he's just going to keep looking at Matt Hardy.
We are going to try to restore some order here, but after the break, we will hear from the AEW World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, and her challenger.
I don't know. Orange Cassidy does not look too concerned about the fan. Yeah, we have gone to commercial break. Orange Cassidy did not help the fan up, which is a little disappointing, a little heartbreaking. If I was the fan, I'd be a little, heartbroken because I got my ponytail lost for you. I got half of my head shaved off for you, and you can't even help me up in front of the live audience, in front of the world on live TV. You really had to wait until the commercial break to pick me up. I'd be a little disappointed, but that's okay, I guess. But this is something very interesting again. WWE has always called New York City its home. WWE has always said that, even this past Friday at MSG, Roman Reigns said that WWE runs New York City. Basically a shot at AEW letting them know that, hey, WWE is in charge of the city, of this tri-state area. You cannot compete with us. However, AEW, week after week after week, keeps proving them wrong. They proved them wrong the last time they held an event in the tri-state area. They're going to prove them wrong once again when they hold their Grand Slam event in the tri-state area of New York City next week. This is going to be a very interesting show. And again, this just goes on to show that AEW is giving WWE a hard time just about everywhere, even in their very own house, their very own home of New York City. I still cannot believe that WWE's, the thing that they had in Times Square, the center, the WWE center, it was great. It was a place, a hub for WWF fans to go and enjoy their pay-per-views, enjoy some delicious food along with the shows. Really a good place for WWF fans to socialize and whatnot. I cannot believe that WWF World has disappeared from Times Square and now it has been replaced by Hard Rock Cafe. Even though Hard Rock's been there for so long, it's been there forever. I love Hard Rock. It's definitely become an icon there at Times Square. People go there for the Hard Rock. But still, I miss the WWE World, and I just wonder if WWE World was there at Times Square at this very moment in this day and age. It would have been so huge for WWE because Times Square attracts fans from all across the globe, and to have your own center in Times Square really, exposes your content and exposes your brand to so many people from all across the globe. I mean, it's a missed opportunity. What how they let go of WWF World, you know, having your own store, having your own center in Times Square, this day and age is a huge deal. Missed opportunity there for sure, and a missed opportunity for us wrestling fans as well, who were too young to go to WWF World back then. Because wow, what a place it would have been, and what a place it would have been today if it was still around. By the way, having lived in New York for so many years, I gotta tell you, I love Times Square, but I avoid going to Times Square as much as I can because it's so crowded all the time. So yeah, that is also true. That if you're a New York native, if you've been to New York a lot of times, you would know that it's the best. It's in your best interest to avoid Times Square. If you're short of time, or if you're running out of time, if you gotta go somewhere, yeah. And Britt Baker is here. She was the person I was waiting for all this show long. I was waiting to hear from her. She's got a great match set up for next week, and I can't wait to see what she has to say tonight. The Doctor, Britt Baker. She looks determined. She looks focused. I don't expect her to lose next week as well. Wow, and Britt Baker with the hug to Tony. This is something that Adam Cole really warned Tony about. He said, "You've got to stay away from Britt. You can't be so close to her. I know that you're friends with Britt, but I would like for you to keep your distance." But Britt Baker comes out. She hugs Tony. I don't know what the repercussions are going to be for Tony himself. I don't know if Adam Cole's going to be knocking him out. I don't know the beat he's going to be after Tony. But there will be repercussions for sure. And Tony, if he hasn't understood yet, he should try and stay as far as away as he can from Britt Baker. If I was Tony, I'd stay miles away from Britt Baker. Because you don't want to get on the bad side of this guy right here, Adam Cole, baby. And here comes Ruby Soho. She's taking off her jacket. She is really enjoying herself here in AEW. It's only been a week. She's having fun. Look at her. Look at the look on her face. Look at that smile. We never saw the smile when she was in WWE, did we? We did not. This is the first time we're seeing this. I mean, look at her. She is happy. She's really enjoying it. And I'm so glad for her. She deserves this. She deserves this moment. Truly does. It's fantastic. And David Tate is here. David, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. We're watching AEW Rampage. Let us know if you're enjoying the show as much as we are, because I find it to be entertaining. I find the wrestling here on AEW Rampage tonight to be a lot better than we saw on the 2 hours of SmackDown earlier tonight. I feel like it's a great show so far. And if you're just joining in, we're going to be doing a live review a live results show right after this show. So make sure to join KJ White as he's premiering his brand new breakdown show right after this live stream. So stay tuned to Wrestling News as we'll be going live with KJ White. He's going to be going over the results of both SmackDown as well as AEW Rampage. And he's going to be giving his opinion and his unbiased feedback on both the shows. I know, David. Adam Cole is great, but as I said earlier, Britt Baker came out and she hugged Tony. And I'm not sure how that's going to go on, if Adam Cole's going to be very happy about it. Because Adam Cole obviously warned Tony to stay away from Britt Baker. And he's not doing that. So there will be repercussions. In what way, when, we don't know. But there will definitely be repercussions. And look at Ruby. Ruby is so confident. She's oozing this confidence, I mean, the Riot Squad was great. The Riot Squad was different. And there were fans who liked the Riot Squad. But look at this Ruby. Ruby Soho is unlike anything we've ever seen before from Ruby. Ruby Riot is nowhere close to Ruby Soho, and it's only been a week. Look at that smile. Look at the confidence in her eyes. She's enjoying every bit of this. She knows that she has the spotlight that she very well deserves.
On the surface, you look like every other broad that I stepped across the ring from. Entitled, self-centered.
Wow. And Ruby calls Britt Baker entitled and self-centered. Now, this is something I do not agree with because Britt Baker has worked hard for whatever she's achieved. She's a dentist. She's a wrestler. She's a self-made superstar. So this is something I will not agree with Ruby Riott with because Britt Baker is a hard-working professional. And if she is confident, it's because she deserves to be, because she's worked hard for whatever she's achieved. And if she is the champion right now, she is the champion because of her hard work. So definitely not entitled. I don't think so.
Why you are lying to everybody, including yourself. Because you have the audacity to call yourself the runaway. But you didn't run away from anything, Ruby. You got fired.
Alright, this is interesting. Britt Baker said that Ruby Riott is a shot at Ruby Riott actually from WWE. She said that Ruby did not run away from the WWE. She got fired from the company. Did not run away, did not leave on her own terms like Bryan Danielson. She got fired. A direct shot at Ruby Riott. And Ruby Soho says that that was the best thing to ever happen to her. Her getting fired from the WWE was the best thing ever. These are direct shots at the WWE and how they're underutilizing the talent. It shows, and these are subtle but direct shots. And you believe it or not, these do leave an impression on the fans. People do listen, and they start forming this impression that, yeah, WWE does not really treat their stars well. They do not treat their talent well. It does leave an impression slowly. So, yeah. And we've got a question from David. Question, why are you wearing sunglasses? Great question, David. I am Wrassingh, and I'm the host of the Wrassing Show and the founder of Wrasslinews. And basically, the turban, the sunglasses, it's been my gimmick ever since forever. So make sure to watch the Wrasslinews if you haven't watched it already. It's right here on our YouTube channel as well as on Spotify. We interview professional wrestlers every single week. And we've had some great wrestlers, including WWE, Impact, ROH wrestlers. So make sure to tune in. The reason why I wear my turban and my glasses and my blazer every single week, there's a long story behind it. But one of the reasons behind it is to leave an impact. I will go into detail into my whole look in a very near future. But for now, check out the Wrassing Show to get some of your questions answered and to get to know me a little better, along with a lot of other professional wrestlers you probably love a little better. But thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm glad that you tuned in and you found us and you're watching AEW Rampage with us. Glad to have you on board. And Ruby Riott made okay. Wow, Mark Henry looks good. He looks good. And look at Miro. Miro looks like $1 million right now, even $1 billion. And we've got a very interesting match planned tonight. It is for... So Fuego is risking his car, the car that he loves. He's risking his car, and Miro is putting his TNT title on the line. If Fuego loses, he loses his car. If Miro loses, he loses his TNT championship. Who's gonna lose? Who's gonna win? I don't know. But if I was one to predict, I'd say that Miro is winning. Fuego just got signed to AEW. He just got, things turning to his favor. This is not a fairy tale. Things don't always work out for the best. I don't think that things are going to work out for the best for Fuego tonight because look at Miro. He looks great. He looks determined. Fuego looks like an underdog. Underdogs don't always rise up, and tonight is not the occasion for this underdog to rise up. I feel like Fuego is going to lose, and Miro is going to win. He's going to take back home his TNT championship, and he's going to take home Fuego's car. And this match is up next. This is going to be an emotional match for sure. because Fuego loves his car so much, and of course Miro loves his TNT title so much. It should be a great match. And of course, now AEW is hyping up its Grand Slam edition of AEW Dynamite, which we're gonna watch next week. And what a show they have planned. We've got Ruby Soho, we've got Britt Baker, we've got CM Punk, we've got Adam Cole, we've got the FTR, newly signed FTR versus the Icon Sting in action, along with Darby Allin. What a match, what a night. And then we're going to see Hobbs versus Punk on Rampage. We're going to be seeing Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley taking on Suzuki and Archer. We're going to see the Lucha Brothers, Santana and Ortiz versus the Private Party, Butcher and Blade. I mean, doesn't get better than that. Look at the whole lineup. Dynamite Rampage. What a match. And and Chris Jericho is going to be in action for quite a while. Wow, I cannot wait until next week. But we're already in it for a treat tonight because we're going to be seeing Miro versus Fuego. Very interesting match, a very interesting stipulation. Is Fuego going to go home without his car? Is Miro going to go home without his TNT title? We'll see what happens. But my prediction, as I said, Fuego is going back home without his car. It's going to happen. Miro is going to take home Fuego's car, and he's probably going to make love with Tulana in that very same car and post a picture afterwards on Twitter. It's going to happen. We know Miro. Miro is Miro. We know what they did with the tank. We know what is going to happen with the car. Miro is going home with Fuego's car. Wow. The theme, the song, the entrance song, the look, the title, everything goes so well with Miro. I mean, really $1 million look. Look at this guy. Look at him. There's no way he's losing the TNT title tonight. No, not at all. Thank you, David. Good to see you. Right, look at that. 128 days as TNT champion. That is an impressive feat, isn't it? But you gotta respect it. You gotta respect that Fuego does not look intimidated. He looks determined. He's ready. He's ready for Miro. He's not scared. And he's standing there strong and determined and focused. And he's ready to win the TNT title and drive back home in his very car. Now, that car is so special for Fuego because he got that car from his very first paycheck from All Elite Wrestling. So, of course, that car holds a very special place in his heart. But Miro doesn't care. All Miro cares about is proving to everybody, to the world, why he is Miro and why he is the absolute best. Why he is the TNT title champion. Alright, the bell's rung, and we're just moments away from finding out if Fuego is gonna go home in an Uber or his own car with the title. Miro is not at all concerned. He knows this is a walk in the park. He is confident. He's not scared. For Miro, it's like squashing a mosquito. He doesn't care. He knows it's very easy for him. He doesn't have to be concerned at all. He respects Fuego. He respects his determination, but he's not scared. Alright, it's obvious. Miro is taking it easy on Fuego. He gets it. Fuego is still new. He's giving him a fighting chance. You gotta respect that. But Miro is basically just taking it easy. He's letting him have his little movement. Otherwise, this would turn into a squash match, right? It is a squash match, and nobody likes squash matches, so... Wow. It's so easy for Miro, just like I said. Very, very easy. He's just taking it easy on Fuego right now. I mean, he's just being, a respectful gentleman, as they say. Oh, okay. Now I feel like Fugo made a mistake. He shouldn't have done that. He directed Miro to the pole twice. Not once, but twice. To the ring post. And I feel like that is a mistake that's going to awaken. Wow. I feel like this is going to get Miro very, very angry. And Fugo's going to regret this. He's going to regret this. Miro was taking this lightly. He will not anymore. He's angry. And just like I said, okay. Wow, the fans are actually helping Fugo. Wow. Again, just like I said, the fans, the way AEW interacts with the fans is incredible. And just like I said, Miro, he awakened the monster inside of Miro by directing him to the pole, by doing the DDT, by doing all that he did. Shouldn't have done that. Miro was taking it easy. Miro was letting him have his moment. Miro was just being a gentleman. Not squashing Fugo and just turning this into a squash match. He was just letting him have his moment. But Fugo had to do that and had to awaken the monster inside of Miro, and now he's paying for it. This is just not smart wrestling. This is passionate wrestling, but this is not smart wrestling. I mean, if you have to be successful in the wrestling industry, Fugo, take notes from Miro, take notes from your seniors. You have a long way to go. Yeah. Fugo is paying for his sins, and this is the reason why he's going to go home in an Uber. And Miro is going to drive back home in Fugo's very first car that he brought from AEW's paycheck. Fugo's out. Fugo's out. And Miro's just showing off right now. These commercial breaks are distracting. I wish that I could just watch Miro doing what he does best in full screen, but we still have to deal with this commercial break. I guess that's okay. But Miro in control right now. Fugo has no fighting chance left in him right now. He's done. He's done for. He's down and he's out. Miro is just having fun with him. He's just having his way. He's just letting him know why he shouldn't have directed Miro to the pole, to the ring post, why he made the greatest mistake by doing that, and how he's going to pay for it. But Fugo, of course, he doesn't want to quit. He still wants to wrestle. He still wants to fight. He still wants to be in the match because, of course, it's understandable. He's got some emotional sentiments attached to the match, attached to his car. He doesn't want to let go, but ultimately he will have to. Shouldn't have ever agreed for this to the stipulation. Shouldn't have stepped into the ring with Miro. Wow, Fugo is actually fighting back now. I don't know if Miro is just being gentle and polite by letting him do that. But Fugo is fighting back, and he's climbed on the back of Miro, put him in the sleeper hold. Miro doesn't look to be fainting so far. Miro seems to be holding up well. He's grabbed the ropes. Fugo with the neck hold. He's climbing on the back of Miro again. He's trying to put him in the sleeper, trying to get him off to sleep. Miro is down to his knee. One knee down. Miro is trying to stay awake, stay up. The referee's checking on him. Miro is up on his feet, both the feet. I think he's going to guide Fugo to the turnbuckle. He did. Trying to regain his composure right now as we speak. Miro... Alright, Fugo is still fighting back. Gotta respect that. Gotta respect the grind. Fugo is not giving up. Wow, really taking it hard. Miro, I think he took Fugo a little too easy right there. Fugo is fighting back. But of course, Miro is Miro, and Miro is the TNT champion for a reason. He was just letting Fugo have his little, spotlight. Of course, he doesn't want this to be a jobber match, otherwise it would be over in no time, and we still got about 10 minutes left on the show. So Miro is just letting Fugo have his little spotlight there, putting him in the submission hold right now. It will be in Fugo's best interest to just tap out, to just give up, because there's no way in hell that he's going to be able to beat Miro. Yeah, there's no way in hell, just like I said. We've got to respect the drive, the passion, the determination in this man, Fugo, right there. But it all comes down to this: who wants it more? Does Miro want the TNT title more, or does Fugo want his car more? It all comes down to this very thing. Fugo is up on his feet with the punches, repeated punches to the face of Miro. Fugo's gaining momentum. The fans are behind him. Again, TNT champion for a reason. Fugo is out. Miro does not look tired at all. He's still in control. He's still laughing, still smiling. He knows that no matter what Fugo tries, no matter what he does, it's not going to be enough to hurt him. It's not going to be enough to put him down. Miro knows that very well. Fugo still has to realize that. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to put him down even for a second. And I was right. Miro is back up. Alright, Fugo to the back of the head. He jumped on the back of the head of Miro. Miro's down right now, but he's back up in less than 2 seconds. He's up, getting up to his feet. Fugo with the kick to the face, to the temple of Miro, with the DDT. Really targeting his head, the skull, the temple of Miro. I think Miro's a little shook right now. Alright, so Fugo with the reversal again. TNT champion for a reason. For a reason. I mean, this guy, Fugo, just got his first ever paycheck from AEW, but Miro, on the other hand, is a veteran already. I mean, he's been in multiple matches in WWE. He's now in AEW. He's the TNT champion. I mean, he is Miro for a reason. He's a TNT champion for a reason. There's no way he's losing tonight. And he is driving back home in Fugo's own car. And he's going to be home with his TNT title with one more car added to his collection. That's going to be Fugo's car. I think he's got to go for it one more time. Just one more time. Fugo's done for. He's done. No matter how much you love your car, no matter how much you love whatever, there's always, human body can only take so much. And just like I said, I've been correct about this whole show from the very start. I've predicted the entire match card correctly. And just like that, Miro is going back home in Fugo's car with his TNT title still in his position. Now he is champion for more than 128 days. This is historic. This is amazing. And now he has Fugo's car's keys in his possession. Not just the TNT title, but also his car keys. What is Miro trying to do? He's shoving the car keys into Fugo's mouth and putting him in the submission hold. This is how much he hates Fugo. This is how much he wants him to realize that AEW is not his place. It is Miro's house. This is how much he wants him to go back to the indie circuit, to the independent scene. He wants him to disappear from AEW because AEW is for elites. And Miro does not find Fugo elite. Sammy is here to rescue Fugo. Every man has a fighting chance, and Sammy believes that. He does not like bullies, and Miro is a clear bully right now. But wait. Sammy has his eye on the TNT title. He has picked up the TNT title. It looks like a clear message. He's sending a message to Miro. And it looks like he's targeting his TNT title next. I feel like we have the next feud in line already. It's gonna be Sammy versus Miro for that TNT championship in the very near future. Alright, no matter what, the fact remains the same. Miro has lost his championship. Sorry, what I meant to say, Miro has retained his championship and Fugo has lost his car. The car that he bought from his very first paycheck from AEW. And if you're watching this right now, guys, don't go anywhere because KJ White's going to take over our page. He's going to take over our channel, and he's going to be premiering his brand new show, The Breakdown, where he's going to be going over the results from SmackDown as well as AEW Rampage right now. And he's going to be giving his unbiased review and feedback of the shows. So don't go anywhere and tune in to the show as KJ White goes live in just a few minutes. Thank you, and we will see you soon.